you're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people, don't mess with this.
Yeah, baby, we are here. It is Wednesday. It is Patrick and the people. What is going on? We got Amanda in the house from the break room. What up, Amanda?
What up?
Yo, we got Rich Rockwell. Rich One Fall.
Yo!
What's going on, man?
Good morning.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It was a great weekend.
He's doing
I know.
great.
Yesterday. Oh yeah, for right
He's
now.
doing great.
Can't believe this is gonna happen today.
Oh, that's right. You get to be hooked up to the labor menstrual cramp
Simulator.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic today. Yeah, no, this is
We're
great.
gonna have a good time.
This is wonderful to hear right here. I'd forgotten about it, and now that I'm reminded, I'm very pleased.
Well, you're welcome. I'm doing this for you.
No, you're not doing it for me.
Yeah, I am.
Are you?
I did. Yeah.
He's doing it for the people.
Remember? Because I'm doing it for you and the people, and you know,
Right. Okay.
to
Well,
get y'all
good.
help you out with
And
the blocks.
honestly,
Oh, that's right,
Rich,
that's right.
You're doing it a bit for me
Oh,
as
that
well.
reminds me. Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
Ooh.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
you're doing it a bit for me as well, and I'm gonna go ahead and apologize before I hook you up to this
Just
thing.
don't kill me, please.
Well, I mean, luckily I've done a lot of prayer and meditation between yesterday and today, so hopefully you won't get the full brunt of my anger
Oh,
that
okay.
is not directed at you in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, but remember, I cheered you up a minute ago.
You really did.
'Cause
and I'm
it's
grateful
what?
for Rich.
WrestleMania!
Oh,
Are you ready?
No.
No.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I've slacked on keeping up with everything that's been going on, so all I've been getting is the stuff from like the socials and everything, and like
Oh, no.
what's the matchup do you want to see or whatever. So I kind of want to just like, I maybe just sit up at the shop and just go through highlights for a minute, just so I can
Yeah.
catch up. I'm aware that like Cena's gone, ooh, Cena's a heel now, like whatever. And what Naomi, you told me about Naomi
Right.
is the one that attacked Jade, which I was totally like suspecting.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. And Rhea is just, I'm just excited to see a bunch of fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
can't,
gonna
I
be a
can't
good.
wait to see.
It's gonna be a great event
Oh, it's
for
going to
sure.
be so good.
All right, so we've got our blocks thing going, and so you know, we will be on shooting the blocks May 13th through 19th.
Okay.
So it's just around the corner.
Okay.
It really is.
So as you probably know, or if you don't, we're still slightly short, just a few $100s short of what we need to cover the expenses while we're there, because we go to Tulsa, and we take care of our own accommodation, but. It's a reality show on Amazon Prime. It's season 6, I believe, and we compete with other entrepreneurs. So it's Gunnar and I who are going, and it's all about this show. That's what that's the business that we're taking is this show. So anything you can help with. So today, Rich number 1 is going to take pain, but also. I've got some, thank you, by the way, Amanda, because you're helping me out here.
Sure.
This is, the first person who gives 50 will get the Nutty Wiener Cleaner soap.
Yeah.
You see, this soap has a hole right in the middle there.
Yes.
It is the Nutty Wiener Cleaner soap
Have
right
fun
there.
while you're bathing.
Now, if you decide to give, you can also choose from a swag bag. We've got some great band swag bags if you would prefer that. That's just fine too. We've got plenty of options for you to help us out.
If they would like their own crocheted emotional support butt plug, I do have a selection of colors for them to choose from. As
Okay, well, we can do that as well. So
Yeah.
you can choose from the Wiener Cleaner or Deadpool, whatever you would call it.
Deadpool's yours. They can
Well,
have
not this one. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, or one,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
color of your choice.
They're
Lovely
live on
colors.
comments already today.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely,
Oh, my
lovely
goodness.
colors.
That's great.
Governor Hot Wheels said,
Hell.
"Rich, you double fisting Mountain Dew today."
Oh yeah, he's working it.
Oh.
He's working it. By the way, Victor Werley's going to be in here at 7:00 to hang out with us. Love having Victor on. He talks combat sports, but he's just a pretty fun cat anyway. Also, mark your calendars. I will be hosting at the Looney Bin from May 21st to 25th.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked
excited
about
for
that.
that
That'll be a
for
lot
you.
of
That's gonna
fun,
be
man.
so awesome.
Yeah, man. It's been a while since I've been on a comedy stage, and Wayne's been wanting me to get on there, and so I said, "Yeah, let's do this. Let's make it
So,
happen."
like, do we all get to show up and sit in the
Yes.
front row and
please
heckle
come
you and
heckle
everything?
me, harass me,
Oh,
whatever it
that's
is you
gonna be
want
so
to do.
much fun.
Oh, yeah, we got to
Yeah,
do that.
I encourage you not to heckle, but come have fun. Because if you do, I mean, I will get back. Just know that.
Hey, I have a great idea.
I think somebody should
Oh,
heckle.
God, Jesus, what?
Why don't we raise the rest of the money for the blocks?
Yeah.
And then one of the days while you're on stage, you have to wear the cramp simulator during your...
No,
performance.
How about
maybe. We'll think
mushrooms?
about that. Oh, no, definitely not that. No, I don't think Wayne would appreciate that.
Well, we could.
I'm not sure I could do comedy that way. I mean, I can do comedy, but it's not on purpose.
Not like real ones. Get,
Oh.
You could do like a product test from one of the.
I got
you.
Yeah, maybe we could do something. Yeah, we might work something fun out. We'll think it. Let's study on some gimmicks. Maybe y'all can help us come up with something.
What if Rich commentates you while you're up there?
While he's doing his comedy.
I definitely need you to probably do the intro for
The
me.
intro. What is your intro
Yeah, man.
song?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you use
but
the same PATP song for your intro song?
I don't know. Maybe, or maybe I'd use one of my own.
Oh man, that could be, that could be good.
But it could be the PATP as well. Yeah, I mean,
man.
either or.
Man.
All right, let's knock out this news
This is
here
going
that we've
straight
got.
to Simmons Bank Arena, man.
Yeah, no, it's going to end up blowing up, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, Stanley, just in time for Mother's Day, released a Mother's Day tumbler. The limited edition comes in 2 sizes. The resort floral tumblers are in 30 and 40-ounce sizes. They dropped on Stanley's website yesterday, and I'm sure they'll go fast and for some outrageous amount of money. Those are pretty pricey, I think.
So like one size is for a regular bottle of wine, the other one's for the Magnum.
I guess so. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, real quick.
Yes.
Shout out to Xbox Player 72. They're new on the comments.
What's up,
but
Xbox Player
I just
72?
wanted to say what's up to him, man.
There
I've
you
seen
go.
him in here a couple times,
All
so
right,
thanks
what's
for
up?
joining
What's
us.
up?
Hi, Xbox.
Former game show host Wink Martindale has died at the age of 91. In other news, Wink Martindale was alive.
Yeah, exactly.
He was known for hosting shows back in like the 70s when he started, but he had a 74-year career in TV and radio. That's pretty amazing career.
Nice.
No cause of death, I would imagine, because he was 91. You know, I'm just keeping it real.
Living is what killed him.
Yeah, some genius hacked into some crosswalk buttons in 3 California towns and replaced the
I heard
voices
that.
with imitations of Elon Musk and Zuckerberg.
Oh my God, that was.
That is funny.
That is funny.
They had to be disabled. The humorous messages included Musk saying, "You don't know the level of depravity I would stoop to just for a crumb of approval." I mean, let's be real. It's not like I had any moral convictions to begin with. And Zuckerberg says, "You know, it's normal to feel uncomfortable or even violated as we forcefully insert AI into every facet of your conscious experience."
Jeez.
And I just want to assure you, you don't need to worry because there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. Anyway,
Damn.
see ya. That's pretty hot, isn't it?
That is hilarious.
That is funny.
Man.
This all happens when you just push the button to cross the sidewalk?
Yes.
Would you? All right. So real, like you walk up, whatever, hit the thing. You hear just this speech come over.
Yeah.
Especially something like that. Are you even crossing the road at that point?
I may have
What if you're
I may have to
blind?
push it a couple more times. First of all, I have to know who it is.
Yeah.
So I may not instinctively know, so I may need a second hearing of it. And then after I hear it, I'm going to be like, well, let me hear it again.
Yeah. What
No, I'll
was
probably
that?
be there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not crossing the street for a while.
What if it's a blind person?
Well, that's exciting for them. That's different.
How are they going to?
I didn't even think about it.
Oh my
Well,
God.
That's a great question. I don't know.
And y'all want to get rid of STEM programs. Look what you can do.
Eating-
Science and math.
Eating cake frosting by itself, I mean,
It's
it's not
delicious.
really new, but apparently it's a TikTok trend, just so you know. Amanda Bynes joined OnlyFans. She said she's not putting anything naked on there, so
Sorry.
she only wants to be friends. Harvey Weinstein's retrial jury selection kicks off, so they'll go try to find 12 people who don't know that Harvey Weinstein is a scumbag,
right.
so they can prove to them that he's a scumbag.
Right.
I'm just trying to give it to you real here.
Thanks for the use of resources.
Yeah. A shooting occurred at, this sad, Wilmer Hutchins High School in Dallas yesterday. It injured 4 male students, 3 of the students, 15 and 18. They had gunshot wounds. The 4th suffered non-gunshot injury. All were taken to the hospital. They're non-life-threatening injuries. They confirmed the suspect had been identified but remained at large.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was a shooting at the same school last year that injured 1 student.
Shut up.
Yeah. Speaking of Zuckerberg, he testified yesterday in the landmark antitrust trial brought by the FTC. Basically says they have a monopoly, because they bought Instagram and WhatsApp and, all this. And so he's defended that, saying they were intended to enhance product development and user experience, not to stifle competition. Do you feel like that Zuckerberg has a monopoly? I think there's 1 million social medias, aren't there? I mean, can't you go anywhere on the internet and be sociable now?
Yeah.
Why is that a monopoly? Anybody?
You got me.
I mean, I don't like Zuckerberg.
No.
I think he's sleazy as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
But at the same time, I don't really feel like, look, if I don't want to go to Instagram, there's 18 other things like it. If I don't want to go to TikTok, there's a million. If I don't want to
Right.
go to WhatsApp
Yeah.
or Facebook or
Clapper.
what up,
Yeah.
Clapper? See what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I guess I'd have to hear more. Maybe I'm not very smart though.
I think a lot of times I feel like a lot of the things I'm seeing as far as like legal stuff like this,
Yeah.
in this realm. Yeah, we know he's a dirtbag and a scumbag and everything, but we can't prosecute him for it. You can't
No,
do
you
you
can't
do anything
prosecute
to
morality.
him.
That's
yeah.
right. That's
So let's do this.
So let's talk about this for just a second, people. All right, I have a theory. I don't know. It's probably wrong too. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm that bright. But in fairness, I wonder if autism that is any way possibly tied to antidepressants, pregnant mothers take. I don't know. But I know this. A new report from the CDC reveals that the, quote, autism spectrum disorder diagnosis among 8-year-old children has now reached 1 in 31.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute. 1 in 31. Now, in 2020, it was 1 in 36. In 2018, it was 1 in 44. And it gets lower. Or, the percentages get smaller and smaller each year you go back. So this is something that more recently is increasing dramatically. So it's got to be either something everybody environmentally is exposed to, or something that a large number of people possibly ingest.
Yeah.
That
Or it
could
could
be
just be
leading
like,
to it.
let's throw
And then
this
you
at
have,
it.
well, then you have to eliminate everything prior to, let's say, 10 years ago, when the numbers were at a static. Because it used to be the Rain Man. You remember the movie Rain Man?
Exactly.
Okay, that was autism.
Yes.
And you didn't almost, I don't remember ever meeting an autistic kid in my entire life, to be honest with you. I never met one Rain Man.
Right.
My whole life. Now, I probably met people who were, quote, on the spectrum, and I get that.
Right.
But being on the spectrum and Aspergery, no diss, is not the same as really, the full disability
What
of
are
autism.
they using to quantify this
Yeah.
label?
But I'm
Yeah.
saying that there's something in recent, past 10, 15 years that is driving this bus.
Is it the red dye 40? Is it the
I don't know, red dye 40. I
pesticides?
mean,
Like,
that's a great
So-
guess, but
Is
that's
it-
been around since I was
Right.
little.
Number one. Excuse me, sorry.
I should ask Jenny McCarthy. She
Right.
knows.
So
That's a
number
joke.
one, I would like to look and see exactly that. What are the clarifications for autism? And how have they changed over the last 10 years? Because
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. It's just that it's covered so much. It's been like, it's been raised or whatever you want to spread, to include so many different things that, now it's so easy to get diagnosed with it in a way. And
Right.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just,
You're
it
saying
seems
it
like a
could
common
be-
diagnosis.
You could see. You're saying perhaps there's more diagnosis
Well-
than more disorder.
Exactly. Just
Okay,
throwing it
and
out,
that's-
the perimeters
And
of
that's
what
also-
falls under it.
That's also fair,
Now-
except my wife has me watching the show, and I feel sappy saying it, but there's all kinds of TikTok trends of guys crying watching it, and I have. Love on the Spectrum.
Right.
They have enough to make a docu-series.
gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a great show, but I'm saying there is a definitely an increase in that, but I do think you could be partly right.
Well,
too,
and then
that-
there's
that there-
another side of this
There's
equation.
a lot
to
of
mine,
lower
too.
end spectrum,
Right. Right.
if you will.
Well, and the other part of it is I think that you also have more, and I just recently learned myself within the last, year I think it's been, that I have ADHD.
Right.
And then therefore my child has ADHD.
Right.
And so I think that's been more found out. And what you end up having is you have parents with a child that has, ADHD or whatever. And a lot of your parents now, it's very common to use your phone as a built-in babysitter.
Yeah.
And here, watch some YouTube videos, watch some kid
Yeah.
videos or something. All of a sudden you pull that away, the kid gets mad and starts throwing a fit and gets all angry and everything, and bam, hey, now they can be, tested for autistic.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. All right. As of yesterday, the measles outbreak in Texas, 561 cases. That's 20 more. If you don't have measles, what are you worried about? Make sure you're vaccinated. United Airlines is going to reduce its domestic flights by about 4%. Because there's a little bit less travel right now with economic uncertainty, as you can imagine. So there you go on that. The Internal Revenue Service preparing to implement a significant workforce reduction, cutting up to 40% of staff, according to an internal memo. The plan aims to decrease the agency workforce from 102,000 to 6070. That follows the conclusion of the 2025 tax filing season as part of a broader effort to streamline it, improve efficiency. So, yeah, I'm all about less IRS members. I'm all about no IRS members, to be honest with you. Not that I want to put everybody out of work, but I'm way down with no IRS members.
Have you seen some of the videos about, all the government employees that have been cut, protesting back at the offices and Congress?
I did find it funny that there were some who didn't want to come into the office, but came into the office to protest.
Yeah.
That was funny to me. There was an irony there. Jewelry store in downtown L.A. These guys pulled off quite a heist. They tunneled through multiple layers of concrete from an adjacent property. It sounds like a movie. About 9:30 p.m. on Sunday, they went undetected till employees got there Monday. The store's alarm fails. The security feeds were off. The suspects took at least 10 mil, including watches, pendants, gold change. The store owner estimates it could be closer to 20. Well, of course he does. The insurance is going to pay for it, right? It may be 30 even. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The burglars broke into two large safes where all the inventory was stored.
That sounds like an inside
That's
job.
some good stuff, though. That's a great caper right there.
Yeah.
You almost, I know it's wrong, but you
I want to see the Netflix series
you
for
kind of
that.
feel good about that caper. You're like, you pulled that off. That was a lot of planning and work.
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
was.
effort went into that. That's not a solo effort. That's a
No.
team. It's got to be a team to pull it off. So first of all, you got to assemble a team, which makes you a good leader.
Right.
Then you got to assemble the right team members, which makes you a good team. Then you got to have the right skill sets, which is impressive alone. So they overcame a lot to get here. So you got to celebrate that a little bit, right?
I love that.
That's probably wrong.
That's the leader you want.
Last Saturday, yeah.
It
We're
really
rich.
But I mean, think
Let's
about
go.
it. Like you said, the planning and being able to keep your mouth shut and pull it off and all these things
It's-
executed,
you know,
get the right
look.
people.
You just take it, holding someone at gunpoint doesn't take anything. That's a weak crime. That's a bitch crime.
It really is.
Yeah, if you can break into a jewelry store from a concrete
Okay.
wall, not set off the alarms, and take $10-20 million worth of stuff, no, come on, man.
Shit.
We'd all root for that in Ocean's
Hell
11,
yeah.
wouldn't we?
Hell
Ocean's
yeah.
15 right here.
Are they related to Luigi?
I don't know. Different deal. Last Saturday, Andrew Menino was visiting Lake Worth Beach in Florida when he spotted 17 struggling in a dangerous rip current. He managed to rescue 2 swimmers while the rest of the teens were able to save themselves or were aided by lifeguards. Authorities took the opportunity to warn the public about that. Every year, they got to tell you, be careful with that.
I thought you were going to say while 7 died or while the other ones
No,
drowned. I
no,
was like,
that'd
thank
be
God they
very
saved
dark.
themselves. I know.
Eyeing my fate over here. That thing looks dangerous.
What?
That thing.
This?
No. The simulator.
Oh,
Yes,
it
the butt
is.
plug.
Trust me, it hurts. On Monday, a dramatic rescue in Worcester, Massachusetts, where a father and son became trapped on the roof of a burning building.
Oh, God.
Flames spread. The father dropped the toddler into the arms of a police officer who was waiting below. Fire crews got there just a moment later, were able to use a ladder to safely bring the dad down while the blaze displaced a lot of residents, damaged a local deli. Everybody lived. So that's a pretty great story.
Wow.
Well, how big is it going to be to get fans ready for the streaming debut of Happy Gilmore 2? The original Happy Gilmore will come back to big theaters just prior to the premiere. Happy Gilmore will come back April 27th and 30th. Tickets are available now, apparently. And then Happy Gilmore 2 launches Netflix July 25th. That will quickly become the most watched Netflix
Oh, for
thing
sure.
ever.
Yeah.
Within days, it will be. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
Guarantee you. Everybody's going to want to tune into this. I mean, who doesn't want to see it? Just for the cameos, probably it's going to
Honestly.
I mean, it's going to be great.
They're going to have like a queue to watch it. Like you'll go hit play.
I hope they.
You're number 27,262 in line.
I hope they make an AI Bob Barker.
That'd be cool.
They need AI Bob Barker.
Right?
They really.
According to newly, oh no, I want to save that for later. I'm saving that. Conspiracy theorists already. This is what the internet does, people. If you listen to the internet, they do stupid shit, and you believe it. But conspiracy people already having their way with the Blue Origin space flight. Doubters claim that the rocket liftoffs look fake, and that Katy Perry was definitely AI. One person said it was a big satanic ritual, whatever that means.
I'll say Gail King's face sure looked like it was real. Like why'd she go? She obviously didn't want to go.
I don't know. It's 11 whole minutes.
Yeah, what-
2 of it in space where you're weightless, and then, the
Puking
rest
on
of
each
it is
other?
an airplane flight.
When did
Ears
this
popping.
When did this
Yeah.
become a thing? I mean, I realized
What a
that
waste of resources.
like
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, long term, it's going to develop into a very lucrative industry worldwide, and I get that, but
so it's basically a
I don't
celebrity
care.
roller coaster ride
yeah,
to space.
I don't give a shit about the celebrities riding the roller
That's
coaster.
what I'm saying.
fine. I don't care. Go do it yourself. I don't care.
Because I was hearing like all about it, and I'm like, why is this such a big deal? Like,
No. I mean, and I'm not trying to diminish Jeff Bezos for what he's done there, but when Elon Musk sent, SpaceX up there to get the guys off the space station because
Right.
they've been stranded for 8-9 months.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty heroic.
Yeah.
That's that hero shit. That's
Right,
that
right.
Armageddon Bruce Willis shit. Taking somebody up for 2 minutes into space, that's a kid ride.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not the same level.
And that's yeah.
She
Not-
over there kissing the ground like.
And that's
she's
just
up
what I'm looking at.
Whatever.
Like, okay, congratulations, you can afford a ride to space.
yeah.
Awesome.
You've.
Could you buy me some eggs?
19-year-old Josh Lowe resented the fact that he'd been left behind on a pet sitting duty while his girlfriend and her family went on a cruise. So since he wasn't invited, he got a great idea. He called in a bomb threat. He thought that'd be fun. That would endear him to his sweetheart. That hoax forced Carnival to check over 1,000 rooms on the ship. FBI agents were pretty easily able to track down the email address the threat came from. Lowe, he admitted it.
Was it his
and,
Hotmail?
He went to prison for a little bit now.
What a
Yeah, probably
dumbass.
was his Hotmail.
What a dumbass.
Right,
It was
right.
like mgklover26 at hotmail.com.
Yeah. Now, here are some criminals that did not do it. Not your grandpa's smuggling operation, but Kenyan authorities intercepted a major wildlife trafficking attempt involving the smuggling of 5,000 live queen ants,
Ew.
including the rare and highly valued giant African harvester ant. The ants were concealed in over 2,000 modified containers like test tubes, syringes, designed to sustain him up to 2 months and evade airport detection. The 4 accused, 2 Belgians, a Vietnamese, and a Kenyan, that sounds like the beginning of a joke, pleaded guilty to illegal possession and trafficking of live wildlife. Wow, man. Apparently, giant harvester ant queens sell for $130 a pop. That's pretty good dough if you can get it, I guess.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I want to see one of these things.
A man in Scotland thought he was going deaf, but his hearing problems wound up having a weird cause. This could have been you, Rich.
A giant harvester
You were having
ant in
hearing.
his ear.
You're right. You were having hearing problems, right?
Yeah, I still am.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, you got a son, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
An ear
Darren
infection?
McConaughey.
Wait, what?
Darren McConaughey had been to the doctor about his hearing loss. He was even given antibiotics to deal with it. The medical staff thought it was an ear infection.
Yep.
He went home to wake up in the middle of the night with pressure in the side of his head. He felt something kind of moving. And then out popped a wax-covered pink Lego. He said, I hadn't played with Lego for years since I was a little kid. By his estimate, it was in there for 20 years.
No.
Yeah. You might have a Lego in your ear.
What?
Rich, you got a Lego down there. That's your real problem.
Uh-oh. All right, well, guess I know where I'm going after the show.
3 individuals have been arrested in Bonita Springs, Florida.
I'm glad it was a Lego.
Yeah, you're glad it was a Lego.
I mean, I was waiting for you to say it was like some bug or something that crawled out or something.
No,
Yeah.
that would be freaky.
A Lego, I was like, oh, I could deal with it. Like, I could understand a Lego.
Yeah, a giant spider. Not
Yeah, but you tell me there was like a spider burrowed in my ear or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
An ear,
look at
an
that
ear
thing.
eel. Yeah, that's a big,
Ooh.
that thing will hurt you. Look at its back. It's got,
What
it's
is
got
that?
muscles
That's
on
a
its
giant
back or
African harvester ant, bro.
something. 3 individuals arrested
no
in
ant.
Bonita Springs for allegedly impersonating members of a religious group to solicit donations and steal thousands. The suspects approached people in public claiming to represent a legit religious organization requesting donations. They used those funds to buy other shit, and they got caught. So it was a good scheme till it wasn't. And then Spanish authorities dismantled an international exotic animal smuggling ring in Mallorca, arresting a Russian couple accused of breeding and selling protected wild cats. They seized 19 animal servals, some hybrids in a raid on a couple's property. They uncovered over 40 fraudulent animal passports. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
An animal passport. They bred and sold rare species on social media. So now they've relocated those to rehabs, and those scumbags are done.
Wow.
All right, it's NBA drinking game time. Let's see. Yeah, looks like the NBA stuff, the play-ins have started. What's going on there? Anybody know? This is some bullshit they sent me. I don't know what it is, so I'm moving past it. The most
You
complete...
hit the bullshit button, man. The bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, not over here. Over there.
Oh, not the fiction one, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you reminding me. The most complete player in the NHL right now, Sidney Crosby. This comes from the NHL Players Association poll. 663 members share their opinions on 12 questions. For the 6th year, Crosby earned the most complete player honors from his peers, this time almost 3 points higher than Alexander Barkov. What's going on, big dog? What is it? What are you laughing at?
Well, they're all like,
they're ready.
dude, they are
are
like
ready.
waiting
Yeah.
for this.
Well, I
They are like
What?
sharks in the
They-
water.
they
They've
want him
smelt
hooked
the
up.
blood. They
They
want
him
it.
hooked
Yeah.
up.
Oh, they want Rich
Well, I figured
connected.
we were.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
whenever
And like
Victor got
Andy
here-
was just
Look,
like, you need an emotional support horse,
Here's
Rich.
what we're going to do then. Let's do this. First, let me mention Fitz Auto.
Yes.
If you're going to buy a vehicle, and seriously, if you're thinking about a vehicle, I number one, $49,000 for an average new car is a lot of money. And people are learning, just like diamonds, you know, when you buy one and you go 5 minutes later to another dealer and ask them, how much will you give me for this? It'll break your heart.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you'll be like, I'm a sucker. Okay. If you buy a late model, low mileage vehicle, you've got most of that depreciation knocked out. And so now you're just getting the best value for the best vehicle. That's what Fitz Auto offers. Doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it is, they've got it. Don't worry. And if you need a sedan, you got a big family, you need a hauler, you need an ATV, you need a travel trailer, you need an amphibious unit, yeah, they got that. Doesn't matter. just go to Fitz Auto and let them help you out. They work with you on down payment. They'll work with you on credit, all that stuff. What is it?
Little doggy wants his money back because Rich isn't hooked up yet.
Oh, well,
They're like, it was supposed to be the whole show.
Yeah.
Rich is about to be hooked up. Right now, I've got an interview that I want to air for you. This is a great interview. You may not know that the first full card professional MMA fight card is coming to Hot Springs, but it is. And check this out. Man, a big day here at PATP. Man, we love MMA. We love combat sports here. You guys know that. And kind of a legend in his own right, an accomplished fighter, now promoter, Dawond Pickney, is here, along with some guests, including Adriana Peret, who is definitely on the up and has a fight coming up soon, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that fight coming up. Where is it? When is it? What's going on?
It's May 10th here in Hot Springs at the Garland County Fairgrounds. I'm fighting against a girl flying from New York this time, and it'll be a really good card. It's Arkansas's first ever all professional card for the main card. So
Really?
we're very excited. Yes, sir. We're very excited.
Well, that is a big thing. So who else is on the card?
We have another hometown favorite guy, Chauncey Foxworth.
Okay.
We got Avery Johnson. He's another guy, but he's out of BB.
Okay.
We got quite a few. We got about 10 professional fights on the card.
Man,
So,
that's amazing. That's a great card to have, man. So how did you pull all this together?
man, hey, put it together as a team. All praise to God. We put it together as a team, work as a team. We got a strong team, and we just work.
No,
We couldn't do it. Yeah, we couldn't do it by ourselves.
No, that's exactly right, man. And that's that humble spirit, I think, that's led you your entire career. You had a pretty storied career, 18 and 16. You had a real strong connect, some KOs in there. So you've been through this, but you've been in the trenches. You know what this is like. Does that help guide your leadership?
Of course. I know what it takes to be. I don't follow all over the world, so I know what level it takes to fight in each level. So I know what it takes. I know if a person bull crapping and go in there and lose, or get hurt. So I know what it takes.
How do you know? I think one thing that can separate fighters, other than the fundamentals, is just what a lot of people refer to as that killer instinct. That go for it in them. How do you recognize that spirit in someone? How do you see that? How do you see around the curve?
Some people got it. Some people can build it. I feel just like in the army. Some people join the army. They ain't born killers. They have to make them to be killers. It's about not quitting.
So
that's how.
If they got the will, the desire, and the skill, you can get them there. Is what you're saying?
They got to have the desire and the effort. I can get them there if they got that.
Yeah, that work ethic is pretty critical to making it work in today's competitive MMA. How has the landscape changed over the past couple of years in MMA?
It done got where everything is like the skill set people's skill set done went from here to, the skill set is high now because you got people that's studying and they pulling off stuff that they wouldn't pull it off. But only the difference is when I come up, we fought more and we were just tough and gritty.
Right.
But now, yes, you know how it is.
I know exactly what you mean. It's the difference between a Tyson fight and a Floyd Mayweather fight, and that's not a disrespect to Floyd Mayweather. Great technical fighter, one of the greatest of all time, but we all know that he does a lot of dancing and a lot of technical stuff versus Mike Tyson got in there and beat the hell out of you,
Yes. Don't take a punch, give a punch.
Yeah, no. I think you're right about that. I think that there's something to be said for getting in there and fighting, but you do have to elevate some of that skill set now to compete in today's landscape, right?
Yes.
What do you think the most challenging thing for new fighters is now
staying in the gym. That's the most challenging thing.
Just keeping
Can
at
they
it.
stay?
Yeah.
Yes. Can they stand? Can they lose or win? Whatever situation happens, can they stay in the gym?
Yeah, no, I get it. So, Adriana, you know, your career is really taking off, and a lot of people are really looking at you. So, you know, if you get a win in this fight, what does that mean for you? What's next?
Well, we also have another event June 7th in Little Rock, Arkansas. I know it's a quick turnaround, but we are still looking for an opponent. I think we're close to locking one in for June as well. I would like to fight back to back. I have a wedding in July, so I'm trying to get in a couple fights before my wedding.
You
The
don't want to show
goal
up with a
is,
black eye or anything, though, right?
I know, that's why I got to give myself a little. It's June 7th, the wedding's mid July, so I think I should be okay.
Well, we'll
You
just
know,
hope you get a quick knockout and be done with it, so you don't have to worry.
hopefully so, but if not, I'm ready for the fight. You know, my coach is here, James and Dawond, they always make sure I'm ready. And I go in there over prepared for every battle. So I'm hoping to fight as well June 7th. We just locked in September 6th for Batesville, Arkansas as well. So that's another event to look out for. But the goal for me is the UFC very, very soon. I would like to join. It would be a great goal to join by the end of this year. Of course, that's up to my coaches here, and especially
Right.
Dawond, my head coach. You know what he feels is the best next move. So that's the short term plan, and long term is UFC world champion.
Without getting into too much of your business, because I know you're a smart coach, you know, what are you looking for in the next few fights from Adriana to get to that next level? Because she looks like maybe she might be one of those next level players.
Just to get in there and get the time in. Because
Yeah.
every camp, she's going to get better. As long as she's training, she's going to get better every camp. So she got to get in there and get the ring experience in.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. Get that movement, that timing with them small gloves. It's a difference between in the gym and in there because it's a little bit faster.
Right,
Right?
right.
Yeah, it's a little bit faster. It's more like in the gym, somebody might hit you and say, "You're all right." And there's somebody trying to hit you, they're trying to finish you.
Yeah,
it's just a little-
and it is amazing too. You know, people just don't understand the power of these fighters. We had, you may know David Dring. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him or not, but he was in here recently, and I asked him just to show me a couple of moves. And man, I'm not a small guy, bro, but I'm going to tell you something. He made me feel like a little kid when I tell you, man. He, you know, it was a little embarrassing to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much power the fighters have. Adriana, how do you work out and develop that kind of core strength? What do you have to do that?
Oh, with MMA, it's a lot of training, you got to do cage work, groundwork, stand up. I would say I kind of specialize in stand up and striking. My whole amateur career was kickboxing, and with that, training for a kickboxing fight is a lot different from an MMA fight.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing is stamina, though, for me. So I want to be out working everybody in the gym. I work out like a maniac. My fight name's Girl Maniac, for a reason. Coach here has to tell me to work out less because, I tend to overtrain, if anything.
Right.
But the biggest thing is stamina, because in the cage, that's what you are fighting. You're fighting your own exhaustion.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So, when you were younger, who inspired you to become a fighter? How did that even happen for you?
I would say it was just a God-given purpose because I wanted to be a professional fighter ever since I could remember. I think I was in like first grade and it was career day and we had to draw out what we wanted to be when we were older. And I chose professional fighter. So I don't know what, from where. I didn't really have an inspiration that I can remember. But I remember growing up loving the Rocky movies, always wanted to try fighting. And then I found the gym here in Hot Springs. So I found that at age 18 and I've stuck with it ever since. And I, of course, fell in love with it like I expected to, because I always wanted to try it and do it
Yeah.
throughout childhood. So
Okay. Now, Dawond, do you kind of head up the training camp? How does that work?
Yeah, we just get in here and we just work. We got a set schedule for our gym. Plus, you get a one-on-one training with us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is our jiu-jitsu coach James, so he control of our jiu-jitsu. So
Oh yeah. So
yeah,
James, how does what you do texture in with everyone else?
So really, what I focus on is what's going on the ground. We do incorporate the takedown too. A lot of these people think they're going to get a knockout standing up. Sometimes somebody's going to want to clinch up. You're going to have to know how to put them on the ground, get a dominant position, control them from there, and either pound their face in and make them pay for it, or look for that submission, the arm bar, the shoulder lock, the choke. If you want to get fancy and attack the legs, a leg lock. So that in and of itself is its own set of stamina, like Adriana was referring to. We get guys who are runners and CrossFitters. They come in here and do one night on the mats, and they're exhausted in a way they've never been before.
I bet they do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the newer defensive style, which I don't enjoy, but has been effective, like Khabib used, where you just get put down and smothered. How are people combating that now? How are you going about maneuvering and preventing that from happening, especially if predominantly you're more of an upright fighter?
We work it step by step on protecting ourselves, preventing the submission, working out of the position, and getting to a better one.
Yeah, and I would assume that being able to escape that requires an amazing amount of both stamina and core strength. Is that pretty fair to say?
It is. A lot of people disregard the technique though, and that's really where I would say 75% of it is. The other 25% you're looking at strength and speed. But I've got guys that outweigh me by probably 80 pounds that come in here. They want to get on top and strong arm me, and all I'm doing is just defending, waiting for them to get tired, and capitalizing on their mistakes. So it really boils down to the technique over those other things.
Okay.
But when you come up with strength and speed, that's where you become really dangerous.
Right. Now, in something like that, where if you're a fighter and for just even for a moment you've been slightly overwhelmed, how much of the mental preparation goes to that moment, to make sure they can overcome that? How do you even get your mind around that?
Man, it's a lot of mat time. I heard a saying when I was younger. My father used to say it. I've heard it in movies too, but the only way forward is through.
Yeah.
That's what I tell a lot of my guys when they're down there, they're struggling. Even our kids, they're young, so of course they get teary-eyed and everything, but I keep telling them, you're not going to get out of a bad situation in real life by sitting there and just waiting for something to change. You have to make the change. You have to mentally prepare yourself and stop and think, okay, how can I get out of this? If you were trapped under a boulder, what could you do to move yourself out from under it is a reference I like to use.
No, and that's probably a pretty damn succinct reference, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So you've got a school there as well, correct? For all kinds of folks to come in and learn, whether it's, more of the jiu-jitsu or the, whatever it may be. What all do you offer there?
we offer kickboxing, boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA. We offer everything. We
Wow.
offer for adults and youth as well. We offer, if it's your first day or if you're professional. We have all walks of life in here, and we welcome everybody. So
I would think too that fortunately my kids are older now; they're adults. But especially if I had younger kids in today's world more than ever, I think I would want them to have the ability to have that knowledge and as you say, some mat time in order to be prepared for any eventuality that comes their way. It's a crazy world out there, and so having that confidence and that knowledge can go a long way in a difficult situation. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the only sport that would teach you to protect yourself, you know.
It was huge. I'll validate that. My oldest son took it was actually Taekwondo for some time, and it was a real game changer for him and his confidence, not just as far as a sparring type situation, but just in life and in feeling more sure-footed in anything he did. So I can testify to the value of that. It's legit, and I think that what you guys are doing is really more grounded in the reality of the type of combat that's real.
Yes.
Man, this is great. So tell me again the dates and the locations on the fights, because I want everybody to know. We'll share any information we can to help you guys out. And if you guys want to come back on before each fight, we'd love to have you, talk to you more, and learn more about each person involved.
We're having a show here at May the 10th, Hot Springs, Arkansas, at the Garland County Fairgrounds. That's our next show.
All right. So May 10th at the Garland County Fairgrounds. That's the next one. Listen, you can go and check them out. Oh, Real
Is
Deal
there-
Martial Arts. Okay.
And then our promotion name is Real Deal Championship.
Real Deal Championship. Okay. Okay. That is great. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm so excited that we've been able to have you on and learn a little bit more about you. And I think a lot of people are going to be interested and be checking out the fight. So anything we can do to help, please let us know. We'd love to be part of this journey.
We would love to have you there.
Yes.
Hey, man, I'd love to be there. I've got to look at my schedule. We're leaving in I think the second week of May to go to The Blocks. It's a reality show on Amazon Prime. So I'm pretty stoked about that. They picked us for the competition. So super excited. But if I'm here, I'd love to be there. I can tell you that. And I promise
Tickets
you.
on me.
Hey, man, you're all right. Well, let's get me in the Little Rock one for sure, because I know I can make that. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes. Thank you for
Thank you.
having us.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
Have a great one, guys.
Me off the first.
Hey, we're back. It is Patrick and the people, and it's Wednesday. Hold on one second. What's
What is going on with that?
What's happened?
Brandon.
All right. Hold on,
Governor Hot
everybody.
Wheels,
We've got
fix
a
it.
we got an issue here. Let me solve this problem. I
Is
don't
that
know
when
what
you
it-
knock the?
I don't.
cord?
No. I think I just. Yeah.
Here we go.
Which
Here.
one is that?
Watch. Let's see.
Skibbity
Do
dibbity
that right there. Yeah, like see there, and then.
That's rich as
Oh
fuck.
yeah, that might have been.
That
mine.
is-
For
No,
that.
this is definitely Rich's fault. Now the camera's not level, you goober.
Just for that.
All right, so listen, first of all, let me welcome Victor Victor Werley. How you doing,
Oh,
man?
hey, Victor.
Doing good.
Good.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, glad to have you back. Victor, of course, a local business person, as well as a combat sport promoter and whatnot. Matter of fact, last time you were here, what's going? Oh, that's right. We've now officially got Rich hooked up to the what is this? The menstruation simulator.
It's called a TENS machine.
Yeah,
It stimulates muscles.
yeah, like cramps would,
Well,
right?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's totally a medical device for like physical therapists.
No,
and
I
stuff.
understand. So, Rich it seems very apprehensive over here. You look like you're really pale.
Yeah, man. It's.
Can you feel it right now?
Yeah.
What is it on?
3.
It's on a 3. That's it.
It's not horrible, but it's.
I just
But
needed
it's
to make
fillable.
sure it was
It's-
on.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. Well, I'll trust that Amanda will adjust it as need be, and we're going to continue to do adult things while you sit over there and deal with whatever you're dealing with.
I hope everybody is happy.
No, I'm sure they will be.
I feel like we
Enjoy
should
your
go.
trip to the blocks.
I feel like we should go ahead and go up a few notches since we did miss
Just
the first 30
maybe
minutes.
just for a second or two. Don't you got to really delay. The pleasure delaying is important. Don't you know that?
I love foreplay.
I didn't say anything about that. Hey, so Victor, last time we saw you, Carlos Nava was here, and he was working diligently for the upcoming bout. What's going on now, man?
The fight went well. He's 16-0 at this point. We
16-0. That's huge, man.
Yep. We're in negotiations for another fight coming up, probably late May, early June. We've got 2 or 3 different options we're working on right now. So he's in camp. He's training. here in Little Rock. This is the training home for him, so all is well.
So I know that the last time that you guys were here, I'd ask you, so what happens next? And I know you mentioned that, pardon me, if he got a win, that maybe you'd try to get in the hunt to do a title fight.
Yep.
Do you see it on the horizon? Or is that possible?
Yeah, it is. The next fight, we're looking to put together a fight against somebody that's ranked in the top 10, hopefully top 25 in his weight class. That's the next step. You pick up a win against somebody that's on the radar like that, and you've got a good legitimate opportunity to
get
push
in
for a
there.
title shot. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a big step.
It's huge, absolutely huge.
Yeah, because I mean this is, I guess, as they say, where the rubber meets the road.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he's far enough along. We've also made an adjustment. His last fight, he fought at 130 pounds. He'd previously been fighting at 135. 130 is the right weight class for him. Now that we've got good nutritionists on the team, we've got coaching staff, he can hit 130 without any major trouble. As of this morning, he was 143. So, that's, you gain a little bit of weight between fights, but he's
So he can cut weight easily, in other words,
he does that really well. He's very disciplined. And again, coaching staff, training staff, they're very, very good at what they do.
That's great, man. That's great. So, what else is going on, as far as combat sports in your world that we need to know about, man?
Obviously we're pushing for another fight. We'll have that announcement for Carlos as soon as we have that. This past weekend was huge in the combat sports world. You had a huge UFC card. You had a big boxing card. Boots Ennis won. Ford, who is one of the champions in Carlos's weight class, won decidedly. You had, Patty Pimblett, Arkansas
Patty the
boy.
Batty.
Patty the Batty won convincingly. Bryce Mitchell got his ass kicked.
And nobody was mad.
His mom might have been upset.
Maybe his mom. What? Hey, man. Hey, we're trying to have a conversation, Rich. What is your problem?
Well, little doggy asked if it was on.
My mom deals with cramps, man. Come on. She don't do all that. What is your problem? God. Just embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. I'm sorry. Let me just. Anyway.
Man,
What, bro? What's the problem, man?
it hurts.
Oh, does it?
Look at him. He's like not breathing.
They're all on here like we can't see Rich's face. Y'all suck.
It's fine.
Here, where's here?
suck.
Let's see. Can we get over? Hold on. Where is Rich's face at? Why is it not more in here? Damn it! You're so lucky, Rich. You son of a.
See there you go. Hi.
Here, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me try to get what camera is that?
Hand me that emotional butt plug when you get a second. I think he needs.
Hold on.
I need my emotional support horse.
Hey, settle down, Sparky. All right, so that's 2. Let's see if we can zoom that in on him. Oh yeah, hold on. We'll have a cam just for you, man. How about that?
Call it the one fall cam.
What are you calling it?
The one
cam?
bitch cam.
No one bitch.
Hey, what's the
There. Is that good? You like that?
That, I don't know. Ask them. They're the ones
All
that
right.
are all
So
enjoying this.
We'll alternate.
Real quick, do some long math. What's
Some, dude, I can't even do it without this. Remember, GED.
Hey, we're gonna
you
have
okay?
we're gonna move back to an
He's
adult
shaking.
conversation.
I'm sorry, y'all.
He's such a weak stick, man.
Whatever.
Such a
What
weak
is it on? Like,
You didn't see me volunteer for that.
No. This is his fault.
well, this is a multiple level
Did you
thing.
lose a bet?
I did.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. Was so I lost it. No,
you didn't lose a bet.
it was tied, but Bundy tied it in. So
Oh,
because
okay.
Bundy and I had placed a couple of bets, he wanted to get me back for when
right.
Patrick lost, which we were talking about yesterday, right, Patrick?
I don't remember.
Anyways, so this is tied in with that, but yeah, it was also to help raise money for Patrick to go on the block.
For a good cause.
No, it is for a great cause, and I appreciate that. So he'll continue to endure torture while you go over to patrickandthepeople.com and help us achieve our goal to cover our travel and lodging while on the Amazon Prime show for the block.
If
So
people come and they give money and they support, does that mean that you turn the pressure up or down?
no, it goes up.
Okay, so
No,
they give money
their
and it gets
support,
worse.
causes Rich to suffer more.
Oh, well, we could do that
Yeah.
over on
Okay.
Facebook
All
and they
right.
send stars.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Send stars,
You
and I
send
will
stars
turn
on
it all the
Facebook.
way
You can
up.
go to the blocks. Go over to patrickandthepeople.com. Donate to our blocks.
Mm-hmm.
$1, $5, $10, $20. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Again, what?
Latasha just said it's really not that bad. Imagine going through that and then having a 12-inch needle in your spine.
Yeah,
Saying,
Yeah.
Don't
that's
move.
you know what she's
get
saying.
paralyzed."
You see what she said, right?
Yeah.
She said, "Rich is a bitch."
Well, Little Doggy also said Rich is a bitch, so I feel like Little Doggy needs to come in and try it too.
Yeah, probably. All
I
right.
mean, the initial shock
So
is, yeah.
Patty the
No.
Batty, he wins.
Yep.
No.
Y'all settle it down for a second. Let me talk to Victor.
He's got
Grown-ups have to
He's
talk.
fighting words over here.
Patty the Batty.
Yep.
How far is this guy going to go?
He's got the skills to have a belt around his waist at some point, and I think that's probably going to happen fairly quickly.
Yeah.
He's if nothing else, you can pretty well see the direction Dana White's going to go based on how many eyeballs are looking at a certain fighter. He'll get his title shot pretty quick.
Yeah.
Maybe even this year, depending on scheduling and how it works. But the question is going to be, is he going to be ready? I mean, he's been inconsistent in between fights. The
Sure.
guy gains weight, he loses weight, and
Yeah.
that's hard to
He's an
to
Arkansan,
continue.
right?
Right.
There
yes.
you go. Yeah, we struggle with weight around this parts, man. You know, you come back home from all that training, you come back to, some
Yeah.
sausage gravy and shit, it's
some
tough.
cheese dip and
Yeah,
everything
no,
else.
it's, I mean, that's real good stuff. I
Yeah,
mean, it's,
it
it's,
is.
it's tough to beat the cheese dip, bro. It's,
No doubt.
it's nearly undefeated, I'll be
No
honest.
doubt.
He's still.
Patty the Batty, who else is on the radar right now in the UFC to really challenge?
Well, I mean, John Jones is still floating out there. There's a fight they're trying to make with Tom Aspinall.
Oh, really?
Aspinall's the interim champion. Jones is technically the champion, but he is not defending it often enough. So
Yeah.
that's the big fight everyone's trying to look at.
Why is he not defending it often enough? What's the story there?
Well, he's had some injuries. He's certainly at the twilight of his career. He's
Right.
also John freaking Jones, and he doesn't have
Sure,
to
he doesn't
fight if
have
he doesn't want to. So
No, I mean, he is John Jones.
Yeah.
He's that good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's one of the few people that can tell Dana White what he's going to do.
Right.
So,
No, you're probably right about that. Yeah, and that's probably true.
Yeah.
Who else, with John Jones being in the twilight, who's going to step into that role? Who's going to be that guy in the UFC? It's not going to be Conor.
Oh,
His time has passed.
McGregor, yeah.
I'm not sure he ever fights again, honestly. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think he fights in the UFC again. I
don't
think
know.
he winds up doing some sort of
Exhibition type thing.
Well, he fights. He gets in the ring with Jake Paul or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
Yeah.
some exhibition
Yeah,
thing.
Some
Yeah.
bullshit like that.
Yeah.
I think Patty Pimblett is a good example of kind of the next generation. There's a few other guys up and coming. Oh gosh, Sugar Sean.
Oh, Sugar Sean.
I
Yeah.
can't remember his last name. Which
Hold on,
is
it
killing
came to me. He's amazing. Yeah, he's a great fighter.
He's a very talented guy. You've got that weird. There's this weird generational turnover, right? The Diaz brothers are a little bit past their
Yeah,
careers.
yeah, they were great though.
They were
The
amazing.
Silvas, great.
Yes.
All these
Yep.
guys,
Yep.
they're
Yep.
in the old heads now.
Yeah, but you've got guys, legends like BJ Penn and George St. Pierre that are starting to train folks and use their credibility to get some other fighters coming up. So it's going to be really, really interesting to watch, and also watch what other leagues come up to try to challenge the UFC, because you keep having these Bellators and other global fight leagues that try to come together and then they fall apart, and that's going to be interesting to watch too.
Yeah, it really is. Let me make mention of this, everybody. If you are, let's say maybe you are struggling with anxiety, maybe you have inflammation, something like that, CBD can really make a difference. A lot of people don't choose to go the medical marijuana route, whether it's due to you just don't like it, you don't like how it feels, you can't do it because of your job. CBD is all the benefit, none of the guilt, right? So with Botanical Alchemy Nutraceuticals, you're going to get a better grade of CBD, and because it's sublingual, you absorb 80% instead of 20%. That's huge. Check them out, BANTX. It's BANTX.com, and put in PATP25 and get 25% off. So, let's talk
I
music.
did that.
Huh?
I did that.
I know. Did you?
I did. I used the code, and I'm going and picking up my little vial today that
Are
I
you?
ordered myself.
I
I'm going to
can't
go
wait
pick
to
up.
hear
I'm
about
so
it.
excited.
That is
And I
great.
hate to interrupt you, but
No, please do.
money has been sent.
Oh,
So
They tactical turkey set 20 for the level to get raised.
So-
well, let's raise that level.
so
Rock.
here we go.
God.
Hey, man.
good.
Hey, man. Hey,
all
man,
right.
this is an expensive desk. So it's very expensive
Just
equipment
breathe through
here.
it.
Just, yeah, look, come
Just
on.
breathe through
I
it.
mean, your mom endured this.
It's
You understand
fine.
that? Your mama endured this
is
her
that
whole
level?
life.
This-
And
yeah.
she never did all this. She
Yeah.
never made all this noise.
Yeah.
Huh?
You good.
You all right?
We're good.
Just breathe through it.
I can feel his blood pressure.
No, you can see it. You can
Yeah.
see it physically rising right
He's
now.
holding his breath.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
actually. It's amazing.
He's literally holding his breath.
Glad you're enjoying this.
No, I mean, you've almost turned translucent. It's so bad. It's great.
Oh, are you good?
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I'm starting to see perspiration. Just a
Oh
little
no, I
bit.
see it. It's starting to glisten. So let's talk a little music fun. Rock,
He's got glitter.
yeah, rock is a big deal to a lot of people. A lot of people love rock music.
Oh, I thought you were like talking about like crack rock.
No,
or
no,
belt
that may be
rock
big to
or-
some people, but not who I'm talking to right now.
Rock music.
It's very subjective. Anytime you talk about who's a great musician, who's not, we all know that. We're all adults, but sometimes for fun, shits and giggles, we like to talk about things like this. And Study Finds did a research project to come up with the best 5 rock bands of all time. What?
Nothing, man. Come on. Have a good
good?
show. Yep.
You good?
I'm just chilling, man.
I'm just trying to talk about some rock.
I understand.
He
Go
wants
for
to
it.
argue
I'm
about
it.
trying to
He
pay
wants to
attention,
argue.
man.
Are you just chomping at the bit to tell me your favorite
He
band?
really is.
No.
He wants to argue for.
I can't even think
Van
right now.
Hagar.
Okay. Anyway,
Form words.
so Study Finds put together the top 5 rock bands of all time. This is super subjective, but it's fun to talk about. So let's just
Oh, this
dive
is the
into
highlight
it.
of my day right now. I'm
You're
sorry.
loving it, aren't
I'm loving it. Thank you, Rich. Service work comes in all forms.
At number 1, the Beatles.
Not all
No.
heroes wear capes.
You say no.
Listen,
Yeah.
incredibly influential in music history. I
100.
give him all the credit in the world. I don't
Yep.
want to listen to it. It's not. I can't.
Thank you.
I just can't do it.
Can't
It's
do
not
it.
My thing.
All right, that's fair. You don't have anything to say, Rich?
What?
He
What was
loves
the question.
The Beatles, are they the best rock band of all time?
Sure.
Yeah, no.
He's
A
like,
lot of people like them. Records
like-
are worth a lot of money.
he's
Sure.
like, is that my safe word? The Beatles?
All right.
What about
Hell no.
No. As much as I want to argue for them, I can't. I do agree with you, Victor. They're highly influential. They certainly ushered in that British era. But as far as listenability, it's hardly dated at this point.
Not to take it back to sports again, but arguing for the Beatles is like trying to make the argument that Wilt Chamberlain is the best NBA player of all time.
No.
Incredibly influential, changed the game, absolutely. But best ever?
No, hell no. He didn't even score 100 points. I don't believe it. Number 2, the Rolling Stones. Are they in the same category? They're old, they're dusty. They've done a lot of great things, but are they the best rock band ever?
I think they're in the same category as the Beatles. I mean, I think that I would listen to them before I would listen to the Beatles, but I wouldn't say they're the greatest.
Okay. Victor?
I got to disagree. I mean, I think the Stones are, legendary, and I literally was listening to the Stones when I pulled up this morning.
Yeah. Which song, by the way?
Painted Black.
Yeah, that'd be the right one. So yeah, I think the Stones have argument here. I do think, unlike the Beatles, I do think some of their songs endured better and longer. Whether they're my number one, they're not.
No.
So at number
3 Zeppelin.
3 is Queen.
Ooh.
Now, see, that's a fair. It's hard to
That's-
ever argue against Queen.
I can't.
Yeah, I mean, can you?
Yeah.
Let me say, can you
Apparently
argue
your
against
cup is in the way from all the people
Oh, it's my. I
enjoying
apologize.
that giant
sick display.
water,
whatever.
sick display of water?
Sick
Love
display.
Queen.
What about Queen? Queen? Can you argue against them being the best band of all time?
Number 3 all time?
Yeah, no, I would.
I don't know. I mean, do they deserve to be on the list? Absolutely.
Okay.
Are they the 3rd best band of all time?
I would say so.
I think
would.
Freddie Mercury is close to the top end of vocals.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
way up there. Again, though, I do love their hits, but if I was going to put on an album of Queen, probably when the album was done, I'd be like, I'm queened out for the day.
Yep.
I've had enough because it's so theatrical. It's like System of a Down. I love them.
Love 'em.
But, an album is about as much as I can listen to. Then I need about a month off.
Yep.
So I'm not going to put them at number 1 or 3 for that matter. Number 4, and
This is my
probably
number
my
one.
number 1.
That's
Led
my
Zeppelin.
number 1. Led Zeppelin, 100% greatest band of all time. Period. In the story.
To feel like you're getting stabbed.
I don't know if they're the greatest band of all time,
For
but
me.
I could make an argument that they may be the greatest rock band of all
Yes,
time. Maybe.
rock band. I apologize. Rock band of all time.
And Jimmy Page is one of the greatest guitarists who've ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Plant, one of the greatest vocalists. I think John
Cancer.
Bonham not only was a phenomenal drummer, he influenced an unlimited number of drummers.
Yes.
Because no one was hitting the drums as hard as that dude did. John Paul Jones, he did a lot of good production. That's what I'll say about John Paul Jones. But what do you think, Zeppelin? Where do you put them?
I wouldn't have them quite so high. I'm not as big of a Zeppelin fan myself.
Yeah.
I personally would have, maybe they're later on this list, but I haven't seen AC/DC yet.
Oh, that's a great choice. And I could really hold on to that for a second. You said Led Zeppelin. Why Led Zeppelin?
The guitar riffs, the storytelling, his voice, the drums. I can literally put on Zeppelin and just listen to it all day, especially when I was painting. Like, I had my Zeppelin station, and that was it. Like, I can listen to Zeppelin.
I think, to me, in music, if you have drama, it's amazing. And Led Zeppelin, all their songs feel like drama.
Yes.
They feel dramatic.
Yes.
They feel like there's an emotional pull that
Yeah.
happens, and that's cool. Parked at number 5 in this list is Pink Floyd. What a great band they are. But they're more on the experimental side.
I agree.
They have a lot of great. They're amazing and highly influential. But they kind of live in their own lane to me. They're not. When I think rock, yes, Pink Floyd technically is rock, but there are a lot of other things too.
Yeah, hot take, very overrated to me. I think very interesting, very creative, but I don't want to listen to Pink Floyd.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I'd like to tell you that both of you are obviously ill, and you can get help at places. There are some places available. I hope you have insurance.
I'll listen to Pink Floyd, but
Now-
I grew up around people that are, oh my God,
No,
it was like, let's go down this effing rabbit hole.
No,
with it, I'm not.
I absolutely get that. Look, there's different kinds of Pink Floyd. I like Dark Side of the Moon. Roger Waters, a lot of his stuff's real dark and depressing, and The Wall is the most depressing album.
Bro.
Man, it's just like it's bleak. It's bleak. There's a couple
seriously.
good songs on it, but it's so damn bleak. Is it brilliant? Yeah.
Yes.
But so is 9 Inch Nails' Pretty Hate Machine. But if I listen to it every
Deadass.
day, I might kill somebody.
Yeah.
It's just really, he's very angry,
Yeah.
You said AC/DC, and I think they would have been better than most of the ones on the list.
Yep.
They certainly should be up there. They are, at their core, nothing but a rock band.
Yep.
Nothing else, and they have a brute sledgehammer of a message, and that's how it works for them, and it's that good.
Yeah, I have a hard time with someone saying the category of rock music and somebody's first thought is the Beatles,
Beatles,
as
yeah.
opposed to Angus Young
Yeah.
beating a guitar to death.
No,
Absolutely.
and while the Beatles are influential, I don't think anyone could deny the influence of AC/DC. And again, what they do so well is it's a simple formula.
Yeah.
They're not overcomplicated. They're not virtuosic like Eddie Van Halen. They're not vocals like Robert Plant. But what they do the business of it well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, AC/DC sat around and said, hey, 100,000 people showed up to an arena to watch us do this one thing. Let's just
Yeah.
do this one thing and keep doing it. And
Yeah.
they stayed in the pocket. They did what they did. You know exactly what you're going to get. It's
No, and it is a consistent brand.
Yep.
I mean, look, I can look at songs. They're one of those few bands that had two lead singers who are equally as good, from every era though, their songs have a very similar yet still unique vibe.
Yeah.
And they've continued until just a few years ago. I think they put out a hit. But I mean, man, how many hits do they have that you know and you love and you can sing along with, even if you're not a rock fan?
And that to me is the measure, right? If you sat down and you said, how many Beatles songs can you name, truly,
Yeah.
versus how many AC/DC songs can the average person name? And I bet you AC/DC wins.
Well, I could tell you this. I could tell you, I could easily answer how many Beatles songs are fun to sing for me or AC/DC songs are fun to sing for me.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm not riding in my car, full throating the Beatles.
No.
I'm not.
Oh my.
Careful.
Samesies.
Pause. People got problems.
I think just for that.
I do want to do a commercial, but first let's see what Rich has got going on over here. Can we get Rich up to an appreciable level?
Hold on. I'm getting.
I was at an appreciable.
What
whatever
was you-
just
what
said.
level were
I
you at?
have no idea. I was at the level of it hurt, and then it turned to just like a stabbing pain for a minute,
Yeah.
and then I kind of started
All
getting.
right. let's-
How many centimeters are you?
Okay.
What am I? You gotta ask her. I have no idea. She has the
Five.
machine.
He was on 5.
I was on
Now
5.
Oh,
now I
five.
got
Oh, God.
Now
That was only 5.
Yeah,
What do
now
I have to get to?
8.
8?
8, and we're about to.
No. We're not going right to 8.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay, dude. I will fall over right now and be done. Like,
Will
just-
you?
Dude.
You look like you're apprehensive it's going to come back on. Are
Yeah.
you? What's going on? Are you having a
See, I knew God had my back. Thank you,
No,
Lord.
not
Thank
at
you,
all.
Is the Lord looking out for him?
He is.
Is that what's going
He
on?
is.
So
That's it.
let's turn you on.
Oh no, he wasn't.
That's my fucking
He
nails.
thought he was.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
All right, let's get it to 5.
There it is.
There it is.
Have we made it to 6?
I will go to 6.
All right, Rich,
That
get
was
ready
like
for
a little
6.
massage. No.
I got to make sure we got enough time on here, but I'd hate for it to time out again.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, for
I'd
God's
hate
sake.
for it to time out
Yeah,
again.
just hate for
Okay.
that to happen.
All right, we're about to go to 6 as soon as this number stops flashing.
Is it going to go
Boom.
right up to it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How's that? How's 6 doing? You?
Okay.
How is it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hurts.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
I don't.
He doesn't seem too
It doesn't
affected.
really seem. Maybe 7 is in order.
No.
Yeah.
Is it
'Cause I
at
don't
6
feel
right
like,
now?
It
I
is
don't
at
feel
6
like
right
he's
now.
really in
Okay.
pain.
We
I
did
think
have to start it over, so
he does seem
Right.
kind of like he's kind of too used to it now.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, God.
There
no,
we
no,
go.
no.
That's what we're looking for right there. Yeah.
you
That's that
suck.
place. That's special. That's
That's
real
8.
special. That's special. Here, this is
That's
also-
8.
that's 8.
So we're where the limit is.
Yeah, I completely skipped 7.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, check this out. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out readfirm.com, readfirm.com, or give them a call, 777-7333. You know what, as a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out.
With you, everything gets hazy. You might imagine I'm a little bit crazy. It could be true that I'm not quite right, but you're rent-free in my head both day or night. The dam is broken, it's all flowing out. Maybe I've been spoken to, what could be your doubt? Whoa, baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. It's just so damn loud in this big spinning world. I just need you. I just need you, girl. I'm not proud, but I'm damn sure real. It's just how you're making me feel. I'm not weak, but my knees are shaking. It's how I tell my heart's not faking. Oh, baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. I'm never gonna stop giving you what I got. I never want you to feel a single raindrop. You'll never wonder if I'm gonna love you right, because I'm gonna be there every damn night. Oh, baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. You make me, you make me, you made me. Ooh. Wanna be a better man.
Here we come, here we come, here we come. All right, we are back. And Rich, why don't you share with us some of the comments that people are...
Oh, I had the power. I had the what now? Share
Just
some-
like
Share,
a
why don't you
man.
share some of the comments of what the folks are saying?
Well, no, they're
What are they saying, buddy?
Oh, come on, Rich.
Let me
Don't
go
be such
back
a
up here.
girl.
Hey, who's vibrating over
Not
there?
me. Mine's on Do Not Disturb.
Man, they've been lighting
Oh,
it up.
maybe it is mine.
Hang on, I got to scroll back here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, I was going to say a lot of
It's
people
the
are
kid.
talking about it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So they said, oh, come on. So this was back early on. They said, Latasha said, oh, come on, Rich, 3. That's not that bad, dude. 3 was horrible. What are you talking about? Rich is not going to be able to race tonight, I guess. That's Xbox Player 72.
Yeah. Make Rich go boom boom in his penis.
Yeah, that's Governor Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Governor Hot Wheels, what do you know about that? That's the period poops.
I don't know what that is. Hey, we're not going that far.
Poop?
Just period.
Oh, it's the period that got
Yeah,
me
and it was in the
censored.
poop. It was the period.
Why we
Turn it
censored
up,
the
I'm
turn
ladies?
it
kidding.
up.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, you
Y'all
said
should
turn
have
it
brought
up?
smelling salts to. No!
I thought you said turn it up.
That's what they were saying, because they're.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
should have brought smelling salts to hit him with while at max. What in the world? What is wrong with you people?
You people.
What do you mean by
Hey,
you?
no, like, God.
What do you mean by you people?
Why are you enjoying this?
Hey, I do have an
Nice, Rich,
listen. You,
Latasha, this is great. Latasha, I used to like you.
hey, Rich. Here's something good.
You were cool. We had you in our look.
Victor told me outside that he's got the hot ones, the whole run of it.
The what?
You know, the hot one
The hot-
show,
the hot
the
runs?
sauces, where you
Is that what we're
progressively
calling
get hotter.
period poops
Oh,
now?
okay.
Yeah, he's going to bring it up, and I'm going to have to do that.
Do you understand what I'm going through over here?
What do you need
Do you need
I
a
need
hug?
fluffy pajamas, a
Oh.
pillow, a big comforter.
You need
and,
do
like,
you need some Gossip Girl?
maybe?
Do you want some episodes of Gossip Girl?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's very condescending.
Nope. But
I know.
I'm gonna break this.
There's a Ryan Gosling
I am
poster
gonna
putting
break
itself
this
on your
microphone.
wall right now.
I'm gonna break.
Is it the
this microphone?
I'm going to
Enough?
watch The Notebook
Is it the
tonight.
Knuff or whatever that was from the
You, everybody that's watching, that's
Hey,
you people, dude.
hey
I can't
now.
even touch my computer. to
Hey
look at
now.
comments
Hey
or
now,
anything.
Will you
Rich.
bring it down, man?
Hey now.
We're trying to operate a program.
I have Midol in my purse.
Thank you.
All right. Jeez. All right. So tell me what you think about this. This is a crazy story. It says those of us who have studied some of the document dumps from the CIA. This is an article. Have been wise to the fact that the mere fact the document. This is a lot of garble. Here's what. There's a viral report that says the Soviet Union shot down a UFO with a missile.
Hell yeah, they did.
The viral report summarizes an article published by Canadian Weekly
We
World
saw that it was called Independence Day. Next.
and the Ukrainian paper was initially
Wrap up the
released
show early today, right, Patrick?
in May of 2000. The first-hand report describes a retaliatory alien attack after Soviet soldiers shot down a UFO flying over a military base. The aliens emerged from the wreckage, fusing together into one object, bursting into a bright light, turning all but two soldiers to stone. If the KGB file corresponds to reality, this is an actual report that was put out. The incident occurred between 1989 and 1990. It was initially published in 93. What do you think there's any truth to that at all?
I think it's ironic we're talking about this because he sounds like he's being probed over there.
That's pretty fair. He really does. I didn't think about that, but it does kind of sound like that. Yeah.
I saw this story. I think it's interesting. I don't
You don't know if you believe it.
If you read the whole thing, it's pretty wild. I
It
mean,
is. It says soldiers launched a surface-to-air missile at the unknown aircraft, causing it to crash. Then it describes how 5 short humanoids with large heads, large black eyes emerged, fused together to create a single object while emitting a loud buzzing noise, and then turning into a bright light. Yeah,
It sounds like whoever wrote that was listening to Pink Floyd.
they could have been. That's very true. They could have been.
Why can't we get some different looking aliens? Like, I mean, some Men in Black, diversity with the aliens or something. It's
You need
always
some
big
DEI
heads.
in your aliens?
Yes.
I mean, they're just going to look like what they look like. I don't think they know. You can't be speciesist.
Well,
You
know
can't
what?
be a
You're absolutely
speciesist.
right. I sit here and say I'm an ally, and I'm being
No, you're not.
I'm
You're
alien
absolutely-
phobic.
Yeah, you are certainly being xenophobic.
I
right
really
now,
am.
for sure. Speaking
But I
of
have a xenomorph tattoo, so how can I be
That is-
xenomorphic?
that's a very- very-
Xenophobics and
that, well, some people say they're not racist, but they have a black friend. So listen to this. This is actually fantastic. Does anybody remember the movie Minority Report?
yes.
Do you remember that movie?
Absolutely.
All right. If you think about that movie, what comes to mind? What scene comes to mind in your head? Any particular one? If you had to think about the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Is that the one that's got the Ewan McGregor guy in it?
Tom Cruise.
No,
Tom
like
Cruise.
with him.
Is he in my? No, he is not.
Okay, well then I'm thinking of the wrong movie.
All right, so it's the one where they have the Future Crimes Division.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's not
so
in
no, but if you'll remember, the most iconic scene I think was him moving stuff with his hands that it was computer stuff in the air,
Yeah.
right? Yep. That shit's real now. Forget headsets and gloves. Spanish scientists have created a display that lets you stick your hand right into a holographic 3D image and touch virtual objects floating in midair. The tech from Spain's Public University of Navarra is called Flexival, and it replaces a regular 3D display with elastic materials that bend around your fingers when you reach through them. Unlike virtual reality, which puts you behind a headset, this brings digital objects into your physical space. So what we see in films and call holograms are really volumetric displays. These are graphics that appear in midair and can be viewed from various angles without the need for wearing glasses.
These comments directed me how to feel my pain, man. Just let me be in pain over here.
Oh,
Jesus.
he's trying to pull
My
away
goodness,
from me.
you sure are moody today.
He really is.
You are very moody.
He really is. I mean, think about
Do you
the
think you
effect
should
your
have taken a
attitude
sick
is on
day or
other
something?
people.
Maybe. Probably.
And it was
out of any day.
It was Colin
I mean,
Farrell.
I'm trying
was
to
thinking
talk
of.
about the future of the damn planet
Yeah.
over here, and you're
Yeah.
still whining about
Yeah.
this.
Trust me, Hot Wheels, I am not laughing hysterically right now. There is nothing funny about this.
I feel like the aliens could handle this.
So the lead researcher says the direct
Aliens
interaction
probably
means
do this.
being able to insert our hands to grab and drag visual objects.
Insert.
He said we're used to direct interaction with our phones where we tap a button or drag a document with a finger on a screen. It's natural and intuitive. This enables us to do that with a 3D version in the air. That's pretty damn crazy.
That's really cool.
That you're going to be able to do that. What do you think about that kind of
swear to God,
technology? Is that
tactical.
exciting to you?
I think it's very cool. I mean, it's a cool advancement in technology. The interesting thing to me, though, is that's the kind of technology that is less mobile, right?
Yeah.
So we've been moving away from
Being tethered.
the computer tethered to the wall, and now it's in our hand and in our pockets. And this is more technology that's going to be baked
Yes.
back into a single location.
Right, because it is physical
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they can have it, come up out of the phone.
You got to give the
Well,
people what they want, Rich.
Hold on.
So sorry.
Sorry.
Are we?
You might
Are
need
we
to
showing
mute us.
Richard? Are we? What just happened?
Oh yeah, it's been
Oh, wait.
flipping all, but yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
They've been. It's yeah.
They've been showing you.
They've been. Oh yeah.
I'm making
I've
sure
been-
that your face is on there
Oh, yeah.
because everybody wants to see it.
Brandon has been doing an excellent job for the people.
All right, good.
What do we think the future implications of this really sick technology could be? Like,
Of the 3D
Yeah.
stuff. That,
This is really sick technology.
I think we're.
Who would make this?
it's two different sicks.
I think-
Learn the language I'm using. Words matter.
I think that a real world application would be surgeons, where they could, be looking at it this way and moving it like that so that they know, what to do. Or it could be used even as simple as mechanics. I mean, things of that
Absolutely,
nature.
yeah.
I think it could be a lot of training and things where maybe it's not as practical to be in the real world doing it as you learn. And you could do it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe even explosive detonation, explosive devices, things like that.
That's a good point.
Learning to
The stabbing is the worst.
The stabbing.
stabbing. What, are you watching a horror movie?
No, it feels like you're getting. Yeah, it's a horror movie, all right, and I'm the star.
He's the final girl.
Try not to get us canceled. Natasha was like, "Use your words." I'm like, "I can't."
What you just are such
Just
a
because
little
we're
baby.
streaming, dude, it's on like 52.
It's on 6 still.
It is not on 6.
Show him it's not 8.
You said it was already.
This-
Ah, God!
That's what you do. When he thinks it's not on 6, show him it's.
I hit that 8 for him. Okay. Andy said he might have some more money if I put him on the floor. How much money to put Rich on the
No,
floor?
what is the floor?
Oh, in other words, if you put him through so much pain, he just can't even sit in the chair anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's what Andy's saying.
Well, how much is lacked on the
I,
blocks?
I don't know. I think I'd have to look. I don't know.
I have it pulled up.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, Rich should
'Cause I
look.
posted, God!
What's wrong? He was talking too clearly. It obviously needed to be reminded what level it was on.
Okay, so what was needed in the block? How much more do we need?
I don't know if I can't do the math.
I don't know. Probably.
1.6K was the goal.
So I think probably we're around 300.
We have 1,260
Okay,
raised.
So we need about
so
$400.
Three,
So like
$400.
$300-$400.
Yeah,
Who's down?
That's what you got to go.
yeah. We're looking for that.
Oh, shit,
Make it
money
happen.
sent.
What? God!
Money sent.
Ding ding. There you go. That's how we raise money. Now I
Andy,
understand.
You're my dude.
Now I understand what it takes to raise money. Here we hurt Rich.
Just think how much money you're going to raise when I bring all the hot sauce.
Man, that's going to be amazing
so
too.
excited.
Yeah. I love this. It's Pain. That's the new name of the show. Patrick and the Pain. Pain and the People.
Pain in the people.
Yeah.
When does that wheel start up, Patrick?
As soon as I
Soon as
bring
she
those damn
finishes,
things here.
She's just as guilty as I've been.
No, it's my fault. I've been consumed with my own bullshit.
You know what?
All right.
Bullshit.
I'd say something to Amanda right now, but
Say it.
Nope. That's why I said I'm
All right.
You're I
So,
love you so
hold
much.
on. Let me.
You're the nicest
I really
person
do
in
want
the
to talk
world.
to Victor about something.
I'm
So
so
hold
sorry,
on. No, you're good. So
Sorry.
look, I do want to talk for a second about, because of your experience in business and because of Pinnacle Advisors and all the companies that you've worked with, you have a really unique view of how companies operate and what works and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
We happen to have a very large contingency of entrepreneurs and small business people who do listen to our show.
Yep.
Or watch our show, whatever the case may be. And so if you had to give, for a young company, if you had to give them three things, just three, that they should be doing today, every day, or whatnot, that will help them be successful, what are those three things?
Number one, obviously you've got to be good at what it is that you're doing. If you're a plumber, if you're HVAC, if you're anything, but you cannot neglect the accounting side, the bookkeeping, the taxes. That's the thing that'll kill you the fastest if you're not paying attention to that. So if you suck at that, hire somebody, me or anybody else, but hire someone to help you to make sure that is airtight.
So number one is have your affairs in order, have your books right, have your taxes right, have your slate where it should be.
You do not want the IRS to come see you. Those people do not have a sense of humor.
They do not joke. No.
Number two, I would tell you, for a brand new startup, so many people think, well, okay, start my business up and I'm going to pay myself a $50,000 a year salary right out of the gate. No, don't do that. Your business probably can't afford to pay you a salary right out of the gate.
Now, what if you argue, and here's going to be the argument, but I got to live. If I give up my job, then I've got to make money.
Yeah, so try to run your startup as a side hustle for as long as you can.
To build that up.
Now, if someone's paying you, you got to do that job, right? You can't not live up to your obligations there.
Sure.
But to just literally start a business from scratch
and pay yourself.
and pay yourself a salary right out of the gate, that's not smart. The business needs that capital most of the time.
All right.
Third thing, find a mentor. Find somebody that is where you want to be, and ask them how they did it, and listen. And the opposite of that, if there's anybody that has criticism for you and they have a life that you don't want, don't listen to the criticism unless they can teach you something. Don't waste your energy on listening to people who don't have a life you don't want.
Let's park right there, because I think that's profound beyond a business application. I think that stands, that's a real good bellwether. Mm-hmm. If somebody is being critical of you as a human being, is it somebody that you aspire to be? Do they have the life you want?
Yep.
Because if they don't, it's irrelevant what they think.
That's right.
I love that.
I mean, that's really
That's real
powerful.
talk.
That is
Yeah.
real talk. And if they do not have a life you want, then what does it matter what they think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do,
Well,
do you know?
people that are out there actually doing shit
Yeah.
don't have
Don't
time,
have time to
to
talk.
judge and talk about you.
No, that's absolutely true. And that's one of those things you see is people who are in business, you know, they don't, you don't see them involved in a lot of gossip because they don't have time for it.
That's right.
There's no time for gossip. There's only time to try to, you know, I'm worried about how am I going to make this, how am I going to reach this goal, what am I going to do here?
Yep.
You know, and those are facts. Yeah. I think that last one everybody could take away at any point and use that. That is a real powerful message. I've never heard it in those terms, and I like that.
Yep.
That's really good. What do you see as a trait that most very successful business people have?
Most of your ultra successful people are actually probably borderline psychopaths.
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan was not fun to be around. Like,
Yeah, that's
if
true.
If you want to be top tier successful, you're probably not going to be a lot of fun at parties.
Yeah,
that's
no, I
just
mean
the
Mark
way it goes.
Zuckerberg. I mean, no, I mean you're right. They're
There's a-
very driven.
Yeah, there's a trait you're going to be pursuing, and Carlos and I talk about this all the time. And Carlos is a professional athlete. The average person doesn't understand his life. He lives a life that most people don't want to live.
Right.
You know, he eats down to the individual calorie, you know, every
Yeah.
day, and his
And
workouts.
probably not his favorite foods, I'm betting.
No, he's not
He's
going
not-
and grabbing a slice of pizza.
No.
And the same thing with successful business people is they eat, sleep, and breathe it to a way that excludes the normal stuff that normal people enjoy.
Right.
So, and I would say, like, it's okay if you don't want that, if you don't want to live that just totally weird, unrelatable lifestyle. That's okay too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it takes all kinds, but yeah, you're ultra successful people. There's a lot of stuff that you might enjoy that they don't either don't enjoy or don't get to enjoy, because that's what it takes to be like in that top tier.
Right.
ultra successful.
You have to be driven to such a point that it excludes most things around you
It does.
because of the hyper focus that's required. And,
That's right.
and you can imagine that in a professional athlete, especially because of their diet, their workout regimen, all of those things that occupy most of their time and mind space. So it's hard, I'm sure, if you're training for a big fight, it's probably hard to be as present in your family life as you normally would be.
And I'll give credit to Carlos. He does that really well. I mean, he FaceTimes with his kids. He's very present with them. But he doesn't, you know, outside of that, they're the priority. You know,
Yeah.
I don't get to hang out with him like I want to, and
Right.
he doesn't get to do.
No, because he's preparing for battle.
He's fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows that, listen, when I step in this ring, I got to be the best. If I'm not, I'm going to lose.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
That's
It's literally
exactly
everything.
Right. That's 100% right. My guy is struggling over here.
No, y'all, it's great interview so far. I'm very much. This is
You're loving it. Yeah, no.
stuff, bro.
He's using some suggestions from the chat thread.
I stopped reading the comments.
reading
I
them.
went and
Are they
put on-
trying
I
to help
found
him with some
I
things?
found
Well,
some
Latasha
cute,
was trying to
funny
help him
pet
with
videos.
breathing.
Some breathing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did switch over to some funny pet videos.
Oh,
you know,
to
he needed
try to-
some comfort.
That's
Yeah.
great. You're watching pet videos.
Yeah, he
That's-
might have Natasha Bennington, you know, playing in one of his ears right
Oh,
now.
right.
You know, feel
Yeah.
the rain on your skin.
Yeah. I would think it'd be more like, I'm a bitch.
I think it's more, you gotta know. What is it?
Oh, you.
When she go down on you in a theater.
That sounds very Cockney.
Oh my.
Yeah, that means we're taking a break. For God's sake, I can't deal with it.
They said they can't even tell it's on. Oh, come on. Oh, God.
There it is.
Can you tell now?
Go.
Can you tell now?
I was just waiting on more money.
I just like to come on, be a nice guy, hang out, say what's up, you know, do some announcing, make
I
everybody
mean,
laugh.
Little Doggy said if we meet the goal, he'll do an entire show on 8.
Is that what this is?
Yes,
This
you're,
is
you're,
8.
You're on
He
8.
couldn't operate an entire show on 8 if he wanted to.
I bet he could.
No.
Let's
no,
find
no.
out. Let's
He's
meet
dying
that
it
goal.
to. Look,
Let's
y'all
meet
don't
that goal.
understand.
Meet the goal.
Fucking hurts.
Come on, little
All
doggy.
right, here we
I'm
go.
a
We're at
little doggy here.
We're out. Be back in a second.
Yeah, just hit the club and it's straight fire. Man, them subs are woofing. Everybody bouncing on the dance floor. Ain't no doubt they hoofing. Ladies clocking me on radar. You know my drip is what's up. I see this killer honey from the bar. Oh shit, I'm about to level up. Like a U-Haul, she got them moves. Bouncing like she got something to prove. Her body picking up them beats. Like a sexy vibe antenna. Let the DJ play another song and you can bet I'm finna swinging her long wavy hair. Honey got that burnt sienna. Hips on swivel. She got 'em popping like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Oh no, bruh, she ain't stopping. Dropping it down, she getting shifty. Leggings running so far, they just scored a first down. Lines are running to the north, we gon' call that uptown. Like a U-Haul, she got them moves. Bouncing like she got something to prove. Her body picking up them beats. Like a sexy vibe antenna. Let the DJ play another song and you can bet I'm finna swinging her long wavy hair. Honey got that burnt sienna. She turned me into a magnet, a real top shelf reason. The way this honey moves, hell, might be the gold of the season. She got that big butt. I'm about to level up. Might be the gold of the season. Might be the goat of the season. Might be the goat of the season. Oh, it's nighttime. It's the right time. Feeling this groove, it's so sublime, yo. That's right. I got my girl in the caddy, 4-door in a 6-body trunk. Yeah, she call me daddy, cause I'm the righteous father of funk. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. Slow rolling in the roundabout, 2 wheels lifted and curving out. Purple paint popping under street lamps, flexing so hard, I almost caught a real cramp. Sitting cloud wrapped in my crushed velour, grab a Cuban out the humidor. That Haitian smoke is silky smooth, but it ain't got nothing on this funky groove. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. The Lexani chrome is shining so bright. Them catfish trying to get a bite. It might be the car that book 'em, but it's that groove that cook 'em. It's getting funky here tonight. Break it down all the way downtown. Riding this sleigh, you found the right beat today. We bouncing at the stoplight, fenders moving to the beat. Everybody wanna get in right, it sure don't matter the street. Bass slapping, toes tapping, act like it didn't happen. Let's ride. Let's ride.
All right, let's talk to Victor real quick. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will again mention a couple things. If you don't know that I am hosting at the Looney Bin May 21st through 25th. Hope y'all will come out for that. We go to the blocks May 13th through 19th. So we are getting the last of the fundraiser done here, and you guys have been kind to help us out. We'll be back to Rich in a minute, but sorry. From we were talking athletics, and we were kind of joking around because that biohacker, he uses that machine that makes him do it, like simulates crunches. How does that work?
It's not dissimilar to what's going on down there.
No.
You're using electric stimulation to cause muscle contractions. The problem with that, though, is what happens is you wind up with certain specific muscles that are getting worked and breaking down and getting stronger, but you're not doing anything to balance it out with range of motion and other things. And,
Right.
And it's like the guy, I don't know if you saw, but there's this YouTuber who only worked out his left deltoid for an entire year.
No, I've never seen that.
It's the freakiest thing you've ever seen.
Really?
He's completely destroyed his body because it's just this right here. It's his left trap, and he looks like freaking Hunchback of Notre Dame. But it's
Because he's lopsided himself.
it's nuts.
But why would he do that?
because it's the internet and
Views.
people do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
saw that
Same
M.
reason
Night.
people eat Tide Pods.
He saw that M. Night Shyamalan movie, Lady in the Water, with Reggie only working out on one side of his body, and was like, "Let me
Wow.
try that."
But I think a lot of that sort of artificial electro stim. Yes, you're going to get a six pack, but you're going to have back problems. You're going to have hip
Yeah,
mobility issues.
yeah.
It's not. It can't replace
I feel
actually
like I have
working
that
out.
now.
Yeah. Right now, you probably do at this point. Yeah. So, as far as conditioning goes, if somebody just, wanted to take the first step towards being more athletic, I'm not talking about just losing weight, but being athletic, what's the first thing you would tell them to do?
I would say number one, 80% of your body is going to be driven by your kitchen, like what you're
Your
putting
fuel.
into your body. I mean, look, if you want to go eat a cheeseburger, go for it. That's not my. I have no issues with that. No beef with anybody that wants to eat whatever they want to eat. But I think
You have to know what the fuel does.
yeah, you can't.
You can't delude yourself and eat,
right.
a Big Mac and fries and think you're going to be athletic.
That's right.
Right. I mean, honestly.
That's exactly.
And I know this because I have this battle.
Mm-hmm.
But calories account for a lot. Yeah, but you can tell. It's so easy to tell because if you were to take lunch, let's say normal time, and if you had a lean chicken breast and maybe some green beans, let's say, for example, all right, and nothing else, all right, I guarantee you'll feel fine the rest of the day. If you eat a burger and fries by 2:00, you're like, oh, God. Because those carbs just and all that just sits down on you.
Your body
It's sluggish. It slows your gas tank down.
It does, and your body, you're going to have inflammation. I mean, it's the weirdest thing, but you may have your knee may start to hurt because you've got inflammation happening all over your body because you ate a cheeseburger for lunch. I mean,
Right.
It legitimately that's
And that's something to look at too. The way you feel, not just in the moment, but throughout the day. What's? Are you okay?
No, the
He's
people are
agreeing.
being freaking mean, man.
No, he's agreeing. He's just agreeing. Shh. It's okay, Patrick.
Okay, I just
hey,
making
he's in an
sure.
interview. Rich, be
Right.
quiet.
Just trying to.
Act right. They're doing adult stuff over
Yeah,
there.
thank you. I appreciate that a great deal. Anyway, so
Doing your interview. I'm just
when are we going to see Carlos again?
So we are. He is picking up a lot of new followers, especially in the Arkansas area on social media.
Yeah.
I would encourage everybody to seek him out. Carlos Nava Boxing. We should have an announcement coming very soon. We're targeting a fight either late May, early June. Don't know exactly where that's going to be yet because we're negotiating 2 or 3 different opponents and different promoters, but it will be this upcoming springtime. It should be televised or streaming, so those that can't.
Now, are we
travel
going to get him here before the fight, do you
Yes.
think?
Yeah, I
I'd
plan
love
on
to.
bringing him back the next time that we can make that work out.
That's
Hopefully
great,
the next
man.
couple of weeks we'll get him in here.
That'd be great. Well, man, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
today, man.
absolutely.
Brother, I appreciate you so much for coming in and
I love when Victor
sharing
comes
everything.
in.
Yeah. And
Seriously,
thanks
man,
for
it was-
putting up with our hijinks today.
great meeting you, man.
It was nice to meet you. I'm really sorry for what you're having to deal with.
I look forward to seeing you again under different
Yeah.
circumstances.
Well,
where
again, as I said,
Kind of embarrassing,
You know
isn't it,
what?
Rich?
next time.
Victor, before you leave, do you have any tips for Rich on how to work through, his discomfort and distraction and be better at just doing his job?
I think having fewer people that strap electronics and shit to his body probably helps a
You
lot.
think that would
So I'm the problem?
you could be part of the problem.
Yeah.
No, the problem is his willingness.
Well, yeah. I mean,
By the way, if you're willing to drink beer, go to 402 East 9th Street today and have a good brew over at Stone's Throw Brewing. Tell Theron that we sent you. He's got 14 beers on tap today. And he'd love to share some of those with you. He's a local business, a local guy, makes his own beer there, and that's cool. That's really cool. So go support somebody local. Anybody can support Budweiser. Go support somebody who's doing something real right here in the community. All right. So, Rich, what are the people?
little doggy, he was just like, Rich is a badass, and then he goes, shock him harder. Jeez, thanks, little doggy.
No, the thing
Freaking appreciate it, man.
he's over here holding on to the leads like it's gonna stop the shot.
Like
that's
he's
gonna-
gonna-
Just something to hold on to at this point. I don't care what I'm holding on to.
He needs one of those handles like in the car where you just hold on.
Oh,
when-
shit handle.
Yeah.
Forward to seeing Victor again when I'm
Hey,
not.
man, Victor heard that the first time. You're beating
stuff.
yourself. Are you stuck? Are you skipping?
Probably. Master resetting, I don't know.
Are you sweating?
No, I'm not sweating yet.
No?
No, that didn't mean turn it up.
Man, can you imagine if that thing was parked right on your beat?
And then everybody's like, oh, it's going easy on him. Look, it even lightens up for women once in a while, right? It's not just constant death.
How would you know?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, he's spitting over here. Y'all, he getting upset.
No, I'm just saying, like, even
It
like,
depends. It depends.
I mean, we
we should get one that.
It's not
that
just
recreates
constant full
endometriosis.
pressure
Not
all the time.
Well,
Maybe.
24 hours a day, not a second break.
no, but,
No.
well, but there are some days that
I'm
you have
legit
some
curious because, like, okay, number one, like, apologies on behalf of all men for ever being like, oh, get that time in the fuck y'all.
on the bright side, I mean, you're not currently bleeding.
True
Thank
story.
God.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
You don't have
But
to.
I think
you don't have
I've
to pay a
got
pink
cramps
tax
from
today.
the simulated
Yeah.
cramps.
Yes.
You don't
Like,
have the
Yeah.
you don't have the period poops. You're not sneezing and then bleeding through your pants.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I
period poop
totally.
sucks.
Somebody bring me some chocolate, please.
Yeah.
This is sad.
Just,
You know, the once great Rich One-Fall. The once great Rich One-Fall. Has he been devastated?
I've had the smackdown laid
Yeah.
down, mother.
Yeah, you have. Big thanks to Josh Taylor over at First Horizon. I talk about him all the time. You guys reach out to Josh at First Horizon. I just helped a couple this week get into a house with $2,000 total. That's the total
is
amount
amazing.
they put in. This house is beautiful. They're so excited about it. It was completely top to bottom renovated. So it's such a wonderful deal. Just have another client. This is great. This is a different way to go. Okay. Been shopping with this client for a little bit. We found a real gem of a home for a price much less than what you might anticipate. And they had complete down payment assistance on it. So they're able to separately finance that into the deal and not have to come out of pocket to get into the house. May not be for everybody, but it can help some people. Rich, are you okay, man?
Yeah, we're good.
He's just so blown away by the $2,000.
Right, man. That's just
I mean,
amazing.
he thinks
amazing
that's
stuff
that's
you're doing.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, that's
Who
right.
else is able to do something like
No,
that?
no, I don't
mean,
know anybody.
He's verklempt. Is that
Just,
that
dude,
the-
look,
verklempt over here?
I'm literally hanging on.
He is shaking. He's in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? I think probably we should end this for the day. I feel like Rich is really endured
I don't
a
think
lot.
so, and I'll tell you why. We did miss the first
Andy,
30
he
minutes.
hit the floor.
He did hit the floor, Andy.
good.
He hit the floor, literally.
Yeah, he hit the floor.
That's not so bad, actually. We can do the show like this.
No, you
got
probably
another-
need to lay down somewhere.
Get him a ball to
He
bounce
needs
on.
to
That
lie
always
down.
helps.
You need a
I need my emotional support horse.
and a Zima.
We got a
Now.
butt plug.
You need a Zima.
Bye,
Listen,
everybody.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Says I've seen Thomas
Hey,
make
if
that
you
face.
can help us out, patrickandthepeople.com. If you can donate $1, $5, $10, $20 to our GoFundMe, it's a big help to us.
Just end the show, Patrick.
You know, we love you as an audience. You're the greatest in the world, and we just can't thank you enough. Rich, you want to thank the audience?
Little
Thanks,
doggy-
everybody.
little doggy,
I hate you
5
right
more
now.
minutes.
I'll
Little
love you
doggy-
tomorrow.
Little doggy, how much for 5 more minutes?
WrestleMania week this week. Good stuff. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna go then.